switch कर लो on कर. Is my screen visible to all?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So just give me 1 minute. We'll take the whiteboard as well. Now, I explained you about last time was about these post basically. Today we were supposed to make the main balusters actually. Okay, these ones. So if you see over here in where we have these balusters. Okay, these are my main balusters, and currently they are having a shape profile, and it looks like to me it's a like a rectangular or maybe a square profile. Okay, so these are called what main pattern balusters. Okay, now balusters, main pattern balusters can be of two type. One, it can be like a shape type, or the second it can be of glass baluster basically. Okay, so you can have two patterns of main balusters. One, it can be a shape, and the other one it would be a glass panel basically. Okay, and we can create our own pattern shape also. Okay, and we can load the families as well basically. Okay, now system has given me shape. This shape is like square. Okay, we can change the shape. So if you wish to change the shape of this main pattern baluster, what you need to do is simply you need to select that railing. Okay, come into the edit type, and when you come into the edit type, you get this type property dialog box. In this, we'll come into this option which says baluster placement. Okay, so we're going to come into the type parameters, and in type parameters we're going to look into the baluster placement. So when I click on baluster placement, you know, you'll get this dialog box of edit baluster placement. Okay, you can switch on the preview mode so that you can actually see what's going to happen when you change basically with it. Okay, and from here you can see we have this option which says main pattern, and the second one was about the post. Okay, so the post is this. These are the posts basically, which are at the start and which are always at the end basically. That are called post. So this is start post, that's your end post basically there. Okay, we have corner post also sometimes. So corner post is like something when we are creating a continuous railing basically. So in between there will be corner post as well basically. So last time we saw how do we add this post families basically there. Okay, today we're gonna change the main patterns. You can see when I select the main pattern from here, that layer, you can see it gets highlighted, and can see it's highlighting in red over here to me. Okay, and currently this family is been applied over here, so it's a square family of 25 basically there. Okay, uh, I can change the family. If I come into family, I have a lot of families available. I have another square family which is of 20 thickness. So if I apply that, that thickness might reduce. Okay, and then I have the other families as well. So I have the round families as well. So if I wanted round shape, I can take a rounded shape as well. So now you will have not a square but a rounded main pattern basically there instead of the square patterns basically there. Okay, and round also have two different sizes available. One is of 25 and the other one is of 20 basically. Then we have the baluster flat up straight basically. There is something, this shape is there. So it's like a flat main pattern basically. That's if you want that as well. And you can also use glaze panel as well. So like if I use glaze panel, there would be glass instead of that main pattern basically. But you can see it's like it's overlaps over here. Okay, that's because we haven't provided a distance between each glass. Now the glass distance is of 800 and I'm telling over here the previous distance from each glass is 275. So it is overlappings basically उधर. Okay, तो 800 mm का glass है but मैंने यहाँ पे previous distance मैंने रखा हुआ है 875. इसके लिए वो overlapped कर रहा है basically उधर. Okay, so you might have to increase the distance from the previous so that this panel doesn't get overlaps basically. Okay, so maybe if I give 800 mm only from the previous each basically, then I can see like it comes perfect a little bit. But I have a little problem with this panel type also because we don't have the fitting uh, on which this panel would be holded basically. So generally the glass panel balusters are having something like this. These kind of clips to hold basically there, or maybe at the bottom you have this panel thing basically that would be holding in basically, correct? Or you might be having that D brackets clips to hold in. Okay, in this we don't have it, so this family doesn't, it's just a glass family, it doesn't have that clips or other details basically, so you might have to create that clips in family basically. By default they have only given the glass basically. Okay, so right now I'm not planning to create a glass panel family basically. We'll try to create a little bit classic family of baluster. Okay, so if I come over here and show you. Okay, something shapes like this. Want to create these shapes as my main pattern, something basically. Okay, so if I want to create this type of shapes, I need to create a family of my own basically. Okay, so we'll see how we can create these kind of baluster patterns, okay, for our railing families. Okay, so it's the same like we do it for the पोस्ट बेसिकली, जैसे पोस्ट बनाया था वैसे ये भी बनाएंगे बट थोड़ा सा डिफरेंट मैथड होगा बेसिकली. तो क्या करना है, just leave this as glass panel right now at a temporary moment, or you can switch this to the square right now. I'm going to apply it and okay, apply and okay. Okay, and I'm gonna create my own family of that baluster. So I'm gonna come into the file menu, new family. Take this as family. Got this new family creating options. Obviously, I'm going to take the English folder. The English Imperial is for if you want to create the family in the Imperial units. Okay, but we'll take English because we wanted to create in the metric unit. Now from here, we'll search for metric balusters. Okay, so I'm going to search for metric balusters. Okay, now you have three options over here. One is metric baluster, then you have metric baluster panel, and then you have metric baluster post. So if you want to create a post family, we'll take post. If you want to create a metric baluster but as a panel family, basically like a glass family, so we'll take the metric baluster panel. But I just want to create a normal classic baluster basically, so I'm going to pick the metric balusters over here. Yeah, it's a template basically. That's that particularly family template basically. Correct. So if I pick this template, metric baluster.rft family template, and then if I click on open, Just like the post family only, you get the baluster height. It will tell you that this is your baluster elevation view. Okay. This is the cross cut line basically, that if the baluster will be going on the staircase, basically that will automatically cross cut it. Okay. So we wanted to create some shape like this. Okay. So that's the top rail actually. Okay. And first we'll try to create this shape out of it. Maybe we have this shape, right? Okay, we'll take a little easier one. So okay, so we have a square on the top, and this is like rounded shape in the middle, and then again we have a square or a rectangle at the bottom basically. Okay, so what I'm going to do over here, when I'm be in the left elevation view, okay, I'll create some reference plane over here. So I'm going to add a reference plane, and I'm going to add one more reference plane at the bottom as well. Right, we got this. That's for this actually the square height. Actually, I'm deciding that what will be the height of these each squares basically. We can give parameters as well, so that I can control the height of that squares basically there. So I can take the align dimension tool and align it and create a dimensions basically. I can label this to dimensions. So select both the dimensions, and you have this option on the top which says label dimensions, and you can click on create parameter. We can name this parameter square height or whatever you want to name it. Okay. Change the scale height. Okay, so I'll first create these two squares actually, one at the bottom and one at the top basically there. So to create that square, I'm going to come into my floor plans over here. Can you see we have floor plans reference level? So come into that. Okay, right in the center, I'll create that square shapes. Okay, so go into create, and I'm going to take a form of extrusions, right? I'm gonna create a rough shape over here till here, like that, but it's not even square and not even in the center of this reference plane. So to make it a perfect square and make it perfectly in the center, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the dimension tools. I'm going to dimension this sketch line, the middle reference line, and this end sketch line. Okay, and make sure that I make this as equal. Okay, same on the other end, the sketch line, the center reference line, and the other sketch line, make that equal. Okay, and like provide thickness to this. So this. All right. So one is coming 50 mm, the other one is like 39 mm. So I can select both of these dimensions. Then we can create a parameter. I'm gonna call this as the square thickness, or maybe the square size, whatever you want to name that parameter. Okay, so I'm calling this as square size. And I click on OK. You can see like both comes as 39 mm. Okay, which we can change also. Maybe if I don't want it of square of 39 mm, maybe we want it of at least of 50 mm. So we can come into the family types, and we can change that square size to at least 50 mm. Okay, and the square height up to 75 mm. Apply, and then okay, so you can see that shapes comes in. Okay, and I can finish the editing mode. So it creates that shape. Now if you look from the left view, that shape is actually exceeding the height that we have set it up over here. So I can select this shape and drag this and lock it to that plane basically there. Okay, so that's the bottom square that I've created. Similarly, I need to create the other top square as well. Okay, you can also copy it on the top basically there if you wanted to, or you can create it once again simultaneously like we did for the again. So I'm going to come back in the reference level, create an extrusion once again. Okay, so if I'm creating a separate shape only, not copying it. And once again, I'm going to create that square shape, but this time I'm going to just lock these lines. I'm not going to add that equal parameter or that dimensions of the size basically there. That's because it is associated with the bottom square basically there. Okay, so no need to give the dimensions or create a parameter for it because it is already associated with the bottom square line. Okay, make sure that the sketch lines are locked. If you're not locking, then it will not be associated basically. So when I created that square line, now I just lock these lines. Okay, so locking means now it is been associated with the bottom square that we have created over here. Okay. Now again I can hit on the finish editing mode. Now if I come back in the left elevation view, you can see now it's like not again it's exceeding basically. So you can drag this to this plane and you can lock it, and drag this point and you can lock it with this plane basically. So we have that square shapes. Okay. By any chance, if I wanted to change the thickness or the size of the squares, I can come into the family types and maybe I can make that also of 75 mm. Okay, so you can see it changes, both changes. Okay, if I wanted to change the height of these, so this is current height is 75 mm, and if I were to change that to 50 mm, does change. Okay, so it's parametrically working. So that's okay. Okay, now we need to actually create this shape that is there in the center, and the shape is like round shape basically there. Okay, so over here I might not use the solid extrusion tool. Okay, because extrusion what we do it basically that will just extrude it straighter basically there, and it's like rounded shape basically there. Okay, and it has multiple profiles in between also. So like it has a profile and you have a little curve profile in the middle basically that, then you have another profile. Okay, so what I'll be trying to do is I'll be trying to create this shape using the revolve modify tool. Okay, and I'll create only half a side of this basically, not full also basically. Okay, means so we might only just create, this would be my center line actually. Sorry, it's trying to crooked. I'm not even this upper half. I'll just start from here. This much portion needs to be created, the one that I've been marked in the blues basically. It's just a half of the object basically. Not complete also basically. So we just need to create a half of the shape and then apply this option, so it will automatically convert that profile into revolved object basically. Okay, so to do that, what we got to do, we got to come to Revit. Okay, and gonna take the create tool, take forms, solid revolve. Okay, so you can see what does revolve tells you to do is that whatever 2D profile you create, it will make it as a rounded shape basically. So whenever you wanted to use a revolve profile, it will first of all ask you on which work plane you want to create this profile shape basically. So I wanted to create on the left view. Okay, you can see that view name is appearing here. Okay, so from here I'll say pick a plane and I'll pick the left work plane from here. Here it is, center left slash right. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna create that shape in the left work plane. The moment I picked it and click on OK, now I can draw that sketch of that shape. Now to draw that sketch of the shape, first thing is that I need to draw the axis line basically, the center line basically there. Okay, so I'm going to draw the axis line first. So I'm going to pick axis line and I'm going to draw it that this would be my center axis line basically. Okay, you can lock the line also so that it doesn't move. Okay. So you see these blue center line that is coming basically there, that is your axis line. And I've locked the sketch line also so that it doesn't moves out from the center actually. Okay. Now we are ready to sketch that profile shape basically there. So I'm going to take boundary lines and then I'm going to draw that shape profile. So I'm going to start from here. I'm going to draw it here. Now I'm not going to go in dimensions. I'm just going to go in very random shapes over here, right? And then I wanted a little curve over here, like an arc, so I can take an arc shape. Okay, I can take spline shapes also, so create a little bit like a curve in angle. Okay, the profile needs to be close looped. Okay, so there we go. Okay, I've just made a very odd shape actually. So please try to forgive me if the shape is not really correct. Right, I'm just gonna go this much shape wise, and maybe I'm happy, and then I can hit on the finish edit mode to complete the shape. So if I do that, and the shape gets completely revolved, gets applied it on the other side as well. Might look a little funny on the top, but it's okay. Then again come into the edit revolve command, and you can re-edit the shapes basically if it's not really perfect, or if you're not really satisfied with that shape basically. Right, very odd. Right, and now if you look into your 3D view, you might see that shapes comes in. You can again come into the size or height thing, and you can arrange this size or height or anything like that. So it changes. Okay, so it's parametrically working. Now, if I switch this mode to realistic, it doesn't have any sort of materials. If you wish to apply materials, you can apply materials as well. So I can select all of these together. Maybe you want all a similar material only, or maybe if you want this as a separate material and this as a separate material, you can give separate materials as well. So I'm gonna select all of these together, and I can give a material to it and create a material for it. Create a new material. You can come into the identity, you can provide the material name. AR dash. Maybe I'm gonna get this baluster. No. GRC material. Yeah, it is. Glass reinforcement concrete. Okay. We don't have that glass category over here, so either we can go in concrete category and put it in the description. Glass reinforcement concrete. So you see these kind of facades works generally there. These are all made of glass reinforcement concretes. We have many of these. We see in the T2 terminal of Mumbai airport as well. So that's all made of GRC materials basically. Okay, so it's called glass reinforcement concrete. It's a little hard material, but it's easy to carve also basically. Okay. So all these patterns or designs that you see is very nice to carve in. It's easy to carve actually. I put this in the concrete category. You could write a description about the product informations and the other things. Give the graphic informations. Maybe I'm going to give some. I don't have much pattern, so leave that pattern as it is right now. And, appearance, I can pick an appearance. out. There should be somewhere. Or what you can do, you can just simply search for the gypsum material. Just take that board white right now. It's almost look the same. Okay. Apply that and click on OK, so it gets totally applied that material. Okay. Once again, we can select that whole object, and we can associate that material option so that we can control the material also in the project. So we don't need to come into the family editor if we wanted to change the material basically. So if I'm going to make this as wooden, I can directly change the material in the project only. If I have associate the material parameter basically. If I don't associate the material parameter, you cannot change the material in the family in the project. You need to open the family, change the material, save the family, and load it again basically. Okay, so that would be really a long task to get it basically. So why not we create an associate family parameter to the materials only, so that you can control the objects material in the project itself only. So gonna click on it. We don't have any parameter, so I'll click it and create a new parameter. I'll name this as baluster material. Click on OK. Got that. Then we're going to click on OK once again. And when we do that, you can see we get an equal sign next to the material. That means now we can change the material in the project. We no need to come into the families to change it basically there. Okay, and we have also created a lot of other parameters also, like the square height or the square size basically there, and the baluster height as well. So these all things can be changed in the project basically there. So these whatever you see in the family types, these all things can be adjusted in the project only basically. So once the family is ready, you can now save as this family. Okay, so I'm going to save this family. It will ask me where do you want to save this family file. So I'm going to save it on the desktop. I'm going to currently save it on my desktop folder, which I've created, like Revit BIM solution class folder. Make sure that you save it in the correct folder list basically. Then, so I'm going to save it up over here. I'm going to call this as my classic baluster main pattern. Yeah. And once it's been saved, you need to load it into your project in order to get it applied basically. So I'm going to pick load into project, or either I can take load into project and close. If I take load into project, it will be still running on my background. If I take load into project, it will be loaded into my project and the family file would be closed from that background. So this is the best one which I can choose. Okay, now I have two things running on my background. So one is the project and one is the another family basically there. So I don't want to load this into another family file. I want to load it into my project. So I'm going to select the project file .rvt file, and then I'm going to click on OK. And now it gets loaded, but it didn't get applied it anywhere over here. Okay, that's because it's just loaded, but it's not yet applied it basically. So apply करने के लिए हम लोग को manually select करके इसको apply करना पड़ेगा. So now the apply process basically there. Okay, now if you want to apply that family on that railing basically, so we have this over here as well, but same type of family basically there. Okay, we can see right now it's a square basically there. So I'm going to select this, going to come into the edit type. We have already duplicated the type, so I'm not going to reduplicate it basically there. And I'm going to come into the baluster placement. Okay, and I'm going to select that main pattern. You can see it's once again gets highlighted. And now from here, from the baluster family, I'm going to search for that file. Here we have classic baluster main pattern. And now if I pick this and click on apply, you will see that instead of that square pattern that was earlier, we are getting that classic baluster shape. Okay. Well, about the distance between each balusters, you can adjust it from here. Maybe we want it after every 200 mm, we want it the balusters to come in basically there. So you can see we have now each baluster after every 200 mm. Maybe we want it 250s, can take it as 250s, and the distance between the baluster to the second baluster would be 250s. Okay, and from year to year, that is 250 actually basically. So the start to the start is 250 because we have justified from the beginning. If I say from the ends, so from this end to this end, that would be 250s. And if I say centered, it would be from the center to the center, that would be 250s. So how do you want to justify also? You can select the justification distances as well. Okay, so I'll take it from the beginnings. Apply, that's perfect. And then I'm going to click on OK. Time apply and OK. So here we go. We got this. Okay. But one more major issue is that this bottom rails are coming in. Okay, I don't want that bottom rails to be there. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to select that railing, going to come into the edit type, and maybe I'm going to tell him that okay, the non-structural is there basically. You can see I'm going to edit it, and here are they. So this one, so I'm going to delete it, don't need it. Apply, goes away. This one, delete it. Apply, it goes away basically. Okay. Now one more thing I want to just add it in the bottom as well, something, so I can say insert, apply, so it will come at the bottom. Okay, you can change the profiles. The profiles you want to use it, you can use it at the bottom if you wish to. Otherwise it's okay, you can delete and keep that. Okay, I've already created, so don't need that. Apply, okay, once again apply, and okay. So you see that they don't have that center crossing balusters basically. Okay. Slightly just go adjust the distances. Keep it in the center, you can see like it's overlaps with that thingy. So we can slightly use an option like baluster offsets. So that's fix the issue. Now it doesn't overlaps. So baluster offset is like from the post it will offsets basically. So you can see now anyway it doesn't clashes. Now this looks fine on this on a non-staircase basically. But if I look into the staircase, okay, it's not yet applied it. Okay, this is the same type. You can see 900 mm railing with bottom rails, and this one is also the same 900 mm railing with the bottom rails. I've applied the same type, but it's when I'm applying on the staircase, it doesn't come. But if I'm not applying on the staircase, it does comes basically. That's because I'll tell you why didn't it came it on the staircase. Because when I select this railing and if I come into the edit type, I come into the baluster placement, we change the family over here. But over here we have an option something called as like if you're applying it on the stairs or the threads, the family is square. Okay, it's not this family that we have created basically. So if you're applying this type of railing on the stairs, we need to have the same classic balusters. Okay, and how many balusters you wanted on per threads basically. So we wanted maybe one, so let's say one. If you want twos, you can take twos. If you want threes, you can take threes, right? Okay, we're done with that. Then we click on apply, and okay, apply, and okay. So now get that balusters on each of that stairs. If you want that post to be get extended, so there's that option. We know that in the top rail we have that option of extending basically hundreds. In the end also I'm going to do hundreds. Oops. Yeah, top rail extend हो गया. So we need to come into the post option as well, and we need to take the offsets, right, to push it out. Oh, that's offset is wrong, sorry. So this space needs to be adjusted to push it out. Maybe I'm gonna get 50 mm. It goes inside, so we need to, yeah, make this as minus 50, and make this as positive 50. So it will try to, stick out. Okay, the more you try to stick out, okay, it will more stick out basically. Then obviously you will be having a landing over there. Okay. You can even extend this. If you have created a family parameter, you can extend it the bottom basically there. Okay, so that it can get extended to the floor basically. Okay. So that's how you can create your, yeah, same with the post balusters actually. A totally customized type of railings that you can try out. Okay, guys.
Yes, sir.
So try this shape of baluster. See if you can get these shapes and applied it on your stairs and even on your normal rails without the stairs basically. Then in the next class tomorrow we see how do we create a glass baluster family. Like I'll just show you a quick example that we have created. In my previous class I've created this baluster family. If you can see that we have that brackets. Okay, everything is precise and detailed. Okay, so something we need to create this kind of family, okay, to get that shape of panel baluster ready basically. Okay.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Most
Okay.
welcome. Okay, Angad.
Thank you.
You most welcome.
Thank you,
Okay, Sanket. Thank you.
sir.
Take care, Sanket. You good today?
Yeah.
Okay.